Welcome to the SmartBook video series. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at the practice phase. When you move from the read to the practice phase, SmartBook will quiz you to make sure you understand the key concepts. But rather than having me tell you about it, let's have the coach explain it for us.
The practice phase will help you reinforce your comprehension of what you have just read. Once all the questions that SmartBook has collected for you so far have been answered correctly, you will be prompted to read more. You complete your assignment by going back and forth between reading and practicing, but you can do it at the pace you prefer. Prompts from SmartBook will recommend an activity. You can choose whether or not you want to follow the recommendation.
Now along the bottom of the screen, you will see the number of learning items that you have to master in that chapter. In this example here, we have 97. As you successfully answer the questions, the number of learning items will count down and the colored bar will move across to show your progress. Your goal, and the way you get credit for the assignment, is to complete all of the learning items in the practice phase before the assignment is due. Now, let's try this first multiple choice question. I'm pretty sure behavior is the answer, so I'm going to select that as my option. Now you'll notice that before I'm allowed to see the answer, I'm asked a question. Do you know the answer? Why is that? This is called the confidence question, and research shows that tracking our awareness of confidence in our answers is a critical part of learning. It is important that you answer honestly, so that the adaptive technology in SmartBook can best tailor the learning experience to you. Now I got this question correct with confidence in my answer, and you can see that my learning items have dropped from 97 to 96, and the progress bar is just starting to move. Keep in mind that it is okay to get a question wrong or select no idea, because you won't lose any points on the assignment. Those learning items will come back to you until you demonstrate that you have mastered them. If you don't know the answer to a question, you can also use the Read About This icon here. SmartBook will display the page where this information is located next to the question. Now, for the sake of time, I went ahead and answered more practice questions on my own to show you what happens next. You can see that I now have 83 items left, down from my original number of 97, and the progress bar has moved forward proportionately. And in the lower left-hand corner, you can see that the Read icon is now glowing. This is SmartBook's recommendation that it is now a good time to go back and read more. And when I click the Read button, it takes me to the page where I left off. On this page, we have an example of how one of my previously yellow highlights has now turned green. This is because SmartBook knows that I learned that concept in the practice phase. So to recap, you move back and forth between read and practice as you work through and ultimately complete the chapter. But remember, it is your work in the practice phase that ultimately determines your score on the assignment. Because there is another version of SmartBook available, and the one you will be using in your course may be different from the one used in this video series, I wanted to take a moment to highlight a few of those differences. If your version of SmartBook looks like this, you may have additional resources available within the practice phase. These resources are meant to present the material in a different way to help you learn the material more effectively. Well, that completes the practice phase video. Be sure to watch the other videos in this series, and thank you for watching.